Okay, Business Insider presented the top 10 most powerful African passports in the world for 2023. This just came out. The list represents countries with the easiest access to international travel. As a result, citizens in some regions find it easier than others to travel anywhere they please owing to the strength of their international passports. Now, the value of passports globally differs so much so that almost every single passport in the world has a different statistical value. Now, for instance, Japan has the most powerful passport as it allows its wielders visa-free access to 193 countries. Now, the countries that follow include Singapore, South Korea, Germany, and Spain. Now, 42 of the 109 regions are African, with Seychelles having the most powerful passport on the continent. Now, if no visa is required for passport holders from a country or territory, then a score with a value equivalent 1 is created for that passport. A score with a value equivalent 1 is also applied if passport holders can obtain a visa on arrival, a visitor's permit, or an electronic travel authority, also called an ETA, when entering the destination. Now, these visa types require no pre-departure government approval because of the specific visa waiver program in place where a visa is required, or where a passport holder has to obtain a government-approved electronic visa. Also called an e-visa before departure. A score with a value equaling 0 is assigned. Now, they also looked at a score with a value equaling 0 is also assigned if passport holders need pre-departure government approval for a visa on arrival, the scenario that they didn't consider visa-free. Now, the total score for each passport is equal to the number of destinations for which no visa is required, a value equaling 1 under the conditions that I just mentioned. Now, these are the top 10 African passports based on the metric system that I just went over. And this will kind of surprise you too, because there's actually a huge difference in some of these African countries. And there's quite a few on here that in Africa that are not listed on here that have really, really bad passports. It's amazing the difference on here from the lowest to the highest. Number 10 is Zambia. You're looking at 71, their score, that's on the visa-free score. And then Tanzania is coming in at 72, and then Kenya is at 73, Malawi is 74, Lesotho is 77, Namibia is 79, and then it goes up, Botswana is number 4 with 87, South Africa is 106. At number 3, Mauritius is number 2 at 146, and Seychelles is number 1 with 153. Now, most of these countries all have residency type investment type programs, or some of them you put little to no investment, and you can get the citizenship on a residency basis that leads up to citizenship. But I'll tell you something, a lot of these you have to wait years and years and years, and they never go by the statutory period to get the passport. It's totally inaccurate, and that's the problem there. One thing they didn't take in this index I didn't like, that I did on my personal index that we did for our company, is they didn't take taxes in consideration. I'll tell you something, folks, you really need to look at that. As I mentioned before, if you go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and look at the top part of our website where it's got flag theory, you need to take that, study it, and memorize it, because a lot of these indexes don't take that in consideration. You need to look at that because it's not just visa-free travel. You need to look at the tax laws in that country. That's the thing I like about St. Kitts, is it actually has more visa-free travel than Seychelles, which is the number 1 on this index. It has actually about 13 more countries that you can go to visa-free or visa-free on arrival. We're talking about 13 more than the number 1 on this particular index here. And the St. Kitts passport you can get as quick as 45 days, and it has no income tax, not only outside the country, it doesn't have it inside the country, no capital gains tax, no estate taxes, and almost no property tax. And the reason I go through this, I like to go through stuff like this to kind of do you a favor it saves you a lot of time by going back and comparing these with the golden standard. And St. Kitts has got the golden standard. Now, how long they'll hold that, I don't know. They've had it for years and years and years. As far as on the fast track programs, they've always beaten the other ones, and they keep increasing the number of visa-free countries you can travel to every year. Anyway, folks, if you want to know more on this, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button at the right of your screen right here. You get new videos automatically as they come out. We've got just under 900 videos. If you want to know more information, again, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com. And I would like to hear from you. Just put a comment if you want to send us a message there, and I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.